Morning guys, I hope we're all having a good Monday morning. It is a dull one out there, so we are going to do a full body weight one today, so you won't need any weight on this here. We're going to have two separate rounds that we're going to run through twice, and we're going to add a finisher at the end. It's going to be a good blast in this, so just take it on the toes, we'll jog it out. If you have music, ramp it up. If you've got a Chromecast, cast it onto your TV so you can see better what we are doing in this. And your jack, stick it up. Forward and back. Light on your toes, keep that moving. Do your jacks. Last time, listen. Take that up, take that up, take that up. We'll speed it up, and let's go speed it up. 3, 2, 1. Circle the arms. Long circles round. Like the way with the arms. Straight side up. Hands to the side, straight back. Round the front. Straight forward. Grab the toes, knees out, chest tall, straight the hips. Straight head up. Back down in. Straight head up. And we'll sit down in, push them knees out. So you might try and keep the heels down, chest tall, knees out. This is opening up the hips for your squat so you get a deeper squat. Push up position. Foot out and round, grab the hip. Change, opposite foot, opposite hand, grab the hip. We'll change. Change. And change. Take that down. Foot on the top of the knee, open it up. Close that in, open it up. Close that in. And we'll change sides. 6 on one side, then 6 on the opposite side with that rotation. So we're keeping this knee as close to the floor as we can and twisting for that lower back. And then raise the hips, squeeze the glutes, roll through the spine on the way up, roll through the spine on the way down. Maybe 6 reps of this also. And last one. We'll take that down. We'll bring it up. So like I say, we have got 6 exercises. We're going to run through them twice. So round 1, we've got squat into a plank and shoulder tap, sprint in the spot into a press up, sit up into a jumping jack, short rest. We're going to go through that again. And then we are into round 2 from that, and then we have a finisher at the end. So when you're ready, we're going to start. So again, squat can be free. If you've got weight, you can do add weight if you want. I'm doing everything body weight today to add for speed. You push out a little bit of cardio with this. So once you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So chest up, touch the chair if you've got a chair behind you, down and up from that. You're sitting back down into it, that'll give you a reference point to sit down to. You don't need the chair, just down and back up. Sit down and back up. So keep that body up, get the weight planted through that full foot, and then sit down into it. We don't want this, because that's leaning forward. I want you to sit down. And as you sit down, don't let your heels lift. If your heels are lifting, get the chair again, so you've got a reference point so your heels don't lift, because I want you bending those legs. 5 seconds. Last one. And 10. Plank and shoulder tap. So push up position on the floor. If this is difficult, just hold the plank on the knees of the feet. So plank and shoulder tap, you're on the push up, core tight, touching one shoulder with the opposite hand, touching the other shoulder. Try and keep the hips tight so they don't rotate. Or knees. You can do the same thing, or if that's difficult, kneeling plank or full plank. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So again, as I'm demonstrating these, even for the new members and the group, or people who might never have done them before, advanced, before I start the timer, you can push it on. Keep going. Don't be standing looking at me going, oh, I'll wait till he starts. If you know what you're doing, just push it out. Just do more time. Keep it working. 15 seconds. Core tight as possible. When you're doing it, you don't want to be up here. Hands are under the shoulders. Try not to twist your hip. Keeping the hip facing the floor. So my 2 hip bones are facing that floor. They're not twisting over to the wall. So keeping them down. And 10. We're back up into a sprinting spot. So either sprint it out, march it out, jog it out, whatever suits. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So nice and light, we'll build that up. If you have to, just march. If the knees don't suit that sprint, or you can just do a small jog, up and down, or dance, we're just pushing it all the way through, and then speed it up to the last 10. That's it, just build it up, build it up, build it up. Halfway. Come on, keep moving. You're ready? Last 10, let's go. Keep that moving, keep that moving, keep that moving. And time. Picking that back down to your press up. So we're going to flip it over into your sit up. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're bending. Hands aligned to the chest, push up. Hands aligned to the chest, push up. I don't want to see this. Head between the hands. It's never this, guys. If you can't stop doing that, elevate yourself onto the table or the kitchen counter. And then again, where your hands are on that counter, that's where your chest ends up. Not where your face ends up. Again, people start doing this. It's not a press up. You're cranking your shoulders and your neck. Lean into it. Can't do that, get up against the wall. Where your hands end up, that's where your chest ends up. Push it forward and back. So find a position that you can do so that you can do that press up properly. Same with the feet. It's not this. This. Down, up, down, up. And you push it out. Time. We're going right into your sit-up. Again, I'm doing bodyweight today. For those of you that have weight, if you want to add weight into your squats and sit-ups, you can. So either hands here, flex, up, feet can be here, you're still flexing up, or you can do the full control up, control down, depends on your strength. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Beginners, just here. Tuck the chin, straighten the arms, breathe. Breathe it up, control it down, breathe it up, control it down. Let's go. If that's easy, halfway, flex. Now you've added the weight of the legs to what you're doing and you're pushing towards the toes. But this, once you lift the legs, it doesn't start into this sort of thing here, or it doesn't start into this that people tend to do. Still that flexion from the shoulders lifting and lower. And time. Jumping jacks, you finish the round. Whenever you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, up. Nice and light. Push it out. Keep it moving. Just keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Push that out. Come on. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Right to the end. If high impact doesn't suit, low impact. Here. Or you can jog in the squat again, so whatever suits you for that. Last 10, let's go. Slightly faster. 5 seconds. And time. Grab it around. So we're taking a short rest, and then we're doing the same thing again for the second round of this. So again, if you have weight, you can add it into your squat, and you can add it into the sit-up if you want. And then the next round, we have got a lunge where you can add weight if you want it. And that is it from there. So Just get your breath, let the heart rate come down very slightly. We've got 15 seconds and we're going again with that squat. 5 seconds. So whenever you're ready, guys, everything under it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Back up, touch, back up, touch, back up. Keep moving, touch, back up. Again, if it's easy, take it out, take it away from that chair, sit down in, back up out of that. Sit down in, back up out of that. If you can't stop leaning forward, point your hands up to the corner of the ceiling, sit back and down, keep them pointed up, because that'll keep that head and chest up. Because then if your hands go down, you know you're leaning forward and that you're not squatting. I want you to sit and then drag it up through the heels. Sit, down your butt like you're going to jump, sit, back up, time. Hand and shoulder tap again. Take it on the floor, push up position. Again, that's opposite shoulder touch. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Touch, control, touch, control. Keep your hips as solid as possible. If that's difficult, knees. But what I haven't done from here is do this. Because this is nothing. You can lift both hands. You need to lean forward, core tight, squeeze the glutes, then touch. From there. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Last 10. 5 seconds. And time. Where are we at? Sprints. Back on the feet. Everything solid. 3, 2, 1. Build it up. You can do it slow with that build up. You can march it with a fast knee. Keeping that chest tall, or you can do a slight jog, just nice and low. You're not putting too much pressure on, you're just trying to build it up. But keep that body upright, keep the chest up so you can fill the lungs, and keep breathing. Breathe it out each time. 15 seconds, we're ready to go for the last 10. I'm going to sprint it out for the last 10. Whenever you're ready, and go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Press up. Once you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bend the elbows. Press. Bend the elbows. Press. Keep that going. Big breath in. Breathe out, push up. Big breath in. Breathe out, push up. Lean into it. Keep that strong. Last 10. Again, hands aligned to the chest. Or elevate yourself. Because I don't want to see that head from behind the hands. And time. Sit up, flip it round. Once you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Flex. Keep that going, flex it up, flex it up, flex it up. Breathe and squeeze, keep that core solid. Keep moving, last 10, come on. Don't move your head, don't start this, don't start this, don't start pulling the neck. Let's go. And tight. And last one. Jumping jacks to finish the round. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Push that out, push that out, push that out. Come on, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Keep that moving, guys. Come on, push strong, push strong. Where are we at? 15. We're ready to go. Last 10, a bit faster, let's go. Come on. 5 seconds. And 10. Grab a drink, we're going to change it up. So again, the next round, if you want to wait for a lunge, you can use it. I'm going to do body weight today for everything. That's the only one in it that would require weight if you want to use one. Taking full rest this time. Let that heart rate come down fully. And then we're going to change it up and take it back in again. Reach. So next round, we've got lunge, can be forward and reverse. It's up to you what you want to do. Excuse me. We've got plank or plank and reach. This time, sliding the hand out. We've got a speed squat or squat jump. We've got a V sit, Superman for the lower back, and then we're going to do a burpee on that, the weekend up on Monday. So, 15 seconds. Get ready to go with that lunge. Grab a drink, get yourself ready to go. Three, two, one, let's go. So you can step back into it if you want. If it's difficult, put the hand down, hand on the thigh. Control. If you need to balance against the kitchen counter, balance, use your hand. Keep yourself upright so you can bend that knee. So there's different levels that we can do in order to work through it. The main thing is finding the one that works for you. 15 seconds. That's it, keep moving. Last 10 seconds. And time. Plank or plank of the reach. Whenever you're ready. So again, you can be on the feet or knees. We're on the elbows this time, so you can be on your feet, everything tight, everything squeezed. You can be on your knees, and we're going to slide the hand out the front. You're not lifting it. Not doing this. People do this here and then your hips twist. Lock it. Slide it on the floor. Slide it on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you can hear, sliding it out, keeping that core solid. If you feel like there's pressure in your back, tighten your core and just hold the plank. If that's easy, straighten the legs. If that's easy, widen them out. You can add the reach if you want, but everything's staying solid and tight. "15 seconds. If this is difficult, just stay here. Hold. This is difficult. Drop the knees. But again, what it didn't do was this. There's no plank here. Go up, knees down, hold, squeeze, and time. Speed squat or squat jump. Whenever you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you either jump, land light, jump, land light, or just go to the toes. You're just up and down with a fast quarter squat. You're pushing the hands back as you come up, pull them in as you go down. Small movement, head and chest up. Again, if you want, you can have power, as long as you're not jumping and landing heavy. We don't want that for the joints. So I don't want to hear this heavy landing. Whenever you're jumping, sink into the hips. Toes land, heels land, push through. Last 10. And time. V-sit, and then we're rounding to your Superman for the lower back. So V-sit, there's a couple of positions. You've got either that low crunch here, and just that small crunch in and out. We're not pulling the head, we're not nodding the head, we're lifting the shoulders. Same as your sit up, pull the knees in slightly. Modified V-sit, you come up, touch the knees, control, come up, touch the knees, control. That word control, you're not just falling back. Full V-sit, it's a full up, back down, up, back down. Depends on your strength. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So again, beginners, a small crunch, in and out, here. Shoulders are lifting off the floor, same as my setup. I'm not pulling my head, here. Chin is forward, it's a small movement up, crunch. If I keep my hands forward, it's this sort of a crunch. As the knees come out, a small movement, crunch everything together. Modified, you come up, balance slightly, control the way out, up, balance slightly, control the way out, up, break that out. Keep that moving. Pick them on the suits. Advanced, you can do that full V, up and down, if you have the strength to do it and your back doesn't hurt. And time. Superman. So you've either got hands under the shoulders and you just stretch that up, back down. Squeeze the bum, protect your back, small stretch. Hands can be out, you can do opposite hand, opposite leg. Here, or the full Superman's a full lift, squeeze the bum, control, back down, lift, and back down. It's not throw it up and fall down because you're going to hurt your back and don't want that. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So pick the one that suits. You can do full, squeeze, lower, slowly. You can do opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm still squeezing the glutes to protect my back. Or you can bring the hands under, stretch that up, control, stretch that up, control. If you're feeling the back and this, just leave it out. Go into a side plank, or you can go into another sit-up. I don't want anybody, if you're feeling like this is killing your back, doing it. Actually use it as a stretch. Take it down and stretch your back out. And do this. You shouldn't be feeling pressure on that back. 5 seconds. And time. Stretch that back. We'll bring it up. Then we're finishing around with a burpee. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So full burpee, we're going to squat down, extend out, bring it in, back up. You can walk it down, out, walk it out, walk it in, stand up. If that doesn't suit, you can use the table. Here, just extend out and reach it up, extend out and reach it up. So you can build it down to the floor with chairs or tables or something like that. Advanced again, you can go all the way out, jump up, you can go down to a full press up if you're able. It's up to you which one you want to do. But just keep moving. And again, you bridge the gap by sitting down, walk it out, bring it in, squat it up. You can do things like that to bridge that gap. Last one. Time. Grab a drink. We're going to do that again. So like I said, we're pushing the cardio element of this workout today with the bodyweight exercises to get that metabolic heart rate up. Keep the calories high. That's the reason I like these sort of short metabolic type workouts. It ramps up the calorie bar and keeps the heart rate up. So again, you've got short rest, we've got 15 seconds, then we're starting again with our lunge. If you need longer, some of the newer members, especially for the live group, if you need longer rest, take longer rest and just join in, or you can actually pause this and then join in later on. Once you get your breath back down, so you could take 1 to 2 minutes between these rounds if you need, and then press play again and just follow along. Don't be feeling as if you're busting yourself to keep up and that you won't be able to do nothing tomorrow. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1, lunge. If you want to step forward, you can. And back, step forward. I showed reverse the last time, but step forward. You can use the hand stepping forward and back, as long as it doesn't hurt the knees, and as long as you can get that depth. Sometimes people step forward and they do this, and all the pressure's on the knee. You want to see you go down, and then stand back up. Again, that hand, step forward and down, push back up. Or, you grab that weight, and step into it. You can do an overhead lunge if you want for the advanced. Loads of options. Last 10. It's good. Last one. And up. We're into plank or plank with a reach. Everything locked up tight, everything solid. Once you're ready, 3, 2, 1, find the position. You've either got full plank, kneeling plank with the hips low, kneeling plank with a reach, or full plank with a reach. Hips low, core tight. You're going to get a very small bit of movement in this when you're doing it. But I don't want you doing it if you're down here doing this and it's just all over the place and there's pressure in your back and your hips are into the floor and you're not doing a plank. Get down to here instead and hold the kneeling plank, because you're not ready for doing an advanced plank yet. So hold it here. Squeeze the pelvis, rib cage locked down. Rib cage shouldn't be flared into the floor. That's why your pelvis is on the floor. Lift the rib cage up and down. Hold it tight and tight. Bring it up. Speed squat or squat jump. Never ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, either fast squat, up and down, or that squat jump. Pumping it up, landing light, keeping it moving, and keeping that body working. Keeping it soft on the toes, keeping everything working nice and solid. Come on. Small bend in the knees, and we're pumping it up. Doesn't have to be high. I'm not jumping high here. I'm jumping a small movement. If you want, you can go deeper, higher, deeper, higher. There's loads you can do. I'm showing a basic variation for. We'll get the beginners away. Advanced, you know what to do. I want to see you working better. If you can. Time. Nearly missed that. V-sit, right into your Superman. So you can be low, medium, or high on that V-sit. And again, that crunch is this. Shoulders coming up. When you're ready, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Crunch it up, control, crunch it up, control. So that's a small crunch here, up and down. Again, you can go into that modified V-sit, control it up, extend it out, control it up, touch the knees, extend it out. If you can't do it, don't try and force it. You don't force an exercise, you go back to the previous crunch. And again, advance, you can crunch up to the V-sit, control, crunch up, control. It's up to you what your strength is. Five seconds. And 10. Bring it round. Pick your position. You can stretch if you want. You can lift the lower back. You can do opposite arm, opposite leg, or full Superman. It is up to you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you can do opposite arm, opposite leg. You can do full Superman. You can do hands under, stretching it up. Or you can just stretch back. Pick the one that suits best. Every one of them, apart from the stretch one, you see squeezing the butt. The reason for that is that you're not going to hyperextend the back past what you're able to. When I squeeze, I can only go a certain distance. When I don't squeeze, I can go up as far as I want, as long as my back allows. But that's how you're going to crank your back. So squeeze and control. Go away, timer. Where are we at? Last 10. Nice control, nice control, nice control. When we finish this, we're going to stretch back. Time. Sit back. Stretch that lower back out. And we'll bring it up. Burpee to finish the round. And then we have a 2-round finisher to finish it. Hence the name. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pick the one that suits. You can go down, walk it out, walk it in, stand up. You can extend, down in, stand up. You can extend, down, in, up. You can extend, press up, in, up. You can bring it to the table. You can do this. Stand up. If that doesn't suit, you can go to the counter. Just reach up, or add a jack. Reach out. Add a jack. There's different ways you can break this down for yourself. Last 10. You can do it off a sofa for lower. You can do it off a chair for lower, as long as you're secured against the wall. Last one. Time. Grab it around. Then we have a 2-round finisher. So finisher is just a core finisher that we always do in the gym. So going from sit up into reverse crunch, 30 seconds in each, with 30 seconds rest twice on this, just to blast out the core. So you have got $30 seconds. So we're going to start with a sit-up. I'm going to demonstrate these now. Again, the sit-up can be the same as what we were doing at the start. You can have basic sit-up, shoulders are lifting. You can have shoulders lifting, or you can have that full reach up, control down. Actually, we'll keep it between these two, so either this or this. Advance if you have weight, you can add weight. Reverse crunch, don't sit in your hands, you've either got just knees to the chest, up and down, or extend the legs out and up from that. So whenever you're ready, 30 seconds on each. We're starting the sit up in 3, 2, 1, go. Flex. Small, fast movement. If you're just joining us live, and this is your first workout, leave out this finisher, because the first 2 rounds will be enough for you. You don't need to do it. Just sit and watch what we're doing. You can join in later on at another week, whenever we get into different workouts and more finishers. 5 seconds. We're going straight under a reverse crunch. 3, 2, 1, reverse crunch, up. So either just pull the knees to the chest, up and down from here, or you can extend the legs out, lift the hips up, extend the legs out, lift the hips up from here. If both of these hurt the back, straighten the legs out, do a single leg V-set. Just lift one leg up, crunch up to it, lift the other leg up, crunch up to it. That should take pressure off your back. Last 5 seconds, so keep that going. We'll do one more, and time. 30 seconds. And we're doing that once more, and then we'll stretch you out. Again, if you're feeling the back in any of those exercises, change it up to either a lesser one, one of the more beginner ones, or just change it altogether, or leave it out. When you're ready. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Flex. Breathe. Squeeze the core. As if someone's punching you, you're tightening up everything, good punch you because you don't want to get winded. That's what we're looking for with that tension in the core. 15 seconds. Again, my movement isn't big here, but it's burning the core because of that small flexion, it's crunch. It's the same as bicep curls, things like that there, that small crunch. 3, 2, 1, last time, legs up, when you're ready, let's go. Knees on. Core solid. Up we go. Lift them hips, what we're looking for. We're not looking for the legs to move. Well, the legs are moving to lift your hips off the floor. Get your butt up. If that's easy, extend, lift your butt. Extend, lift the butt. I don't want to see this, kicking it over the head, because that's not it. Extend straight up, core tight, extend out. Core tight, extend out. Where are we at? 5 seconds. And time. Sweat is burning the eyes up in here. We're bringing up. Grab a quick drink and then we're going to stretch you out, guys. Woo. So just stretch that up and back. Hands inside, stretch that back. Round front, stretch that forward. Arms across, pull that through. Change. And then hands round, shoulders back, stretch it up. Relax that balance if you need, foot up. Grab the toes, stretch the quads. And we'll change. Foot up, grab the toes, stretch the quad. Relax that down, legs straight in front, sit back onto the hips. And we'll change, sit back onto the hips. And then last one, big step back, pelvis forward, stretch through that hip flexor. And change, drop down in. And we'll bring it up. And that's us. Well done, guys. Keep the workouts going, keep the focus, and don't let things slide. So, Monday done,